WrestleMania weekend, I knew you could come. That's right, getting into everything NXT Takeover New Orleans and WrestleMania 34. My picks, my predictions, what are my thoughts and opinions on what's going to be happening. You know what's coming up next. As always, of course, roll that damn intro. Here we go.
Inside me, a light was turned on. Then I was alive. If you close your eyes, your life, and then your truth revealed. The dreams you never lived and scars never healed. In the darkness, light will take you to the other side. If I've been waiting there, you'll see it if you just close your eyes.
Alright, so yes, I'm Fortminorproject, aka David Rivera, back at it again, in here for my NXT Takeover and as well WrestleMania 34 pay-per-view picks and predictions, and getting right down into everything, starting things off first with some NXT. And this is going to be something, not so much in any particular order and everything like that, so whatever I have right here, that's going to be happening. So we got, for the NXT Tag Team Championships, we have the Undisputed Era and Authors of Pain taking on Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, and basically for the finals for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, not only for the trophy, but for the tag team titles. And with this one, I think I'm actually going to go with Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. I think that would be actually well worth it to see, and to see how things are going to be going. So I feel like they will actually get the win. I mean, if Undisputed Era wins, that would be cool. They'll basically be having all the gold for them, even though we have Bobby Fish injured. It'll be Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, so some double duty going for Adam Cole, it looks like. So we'll see how things will be going with that. So overall, I do see Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne getting it done. Basically, I like to call them strong cruiserweights, if you will. So that's just me on that. So that'd be pretty damn dope to actually see them win. Then we get into the next match where we have Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, basically in an unsanctioned match, and where Johnny Gargano was able to get his job back. And I know Tommaso Ciampa is wanting to keep Johnny Gargano away, so obviously I think for this one I got Johnny Gargano actually winning this one. I'm sure his wife would be there as well, supporting him and everything else and what have you. So this should be an actually dope match to see. I'm sure we get to see a lot of things come into play, a lot of 6 spots, and whatever else that they're looking to bring out, and it'll probably be there. So I do expect that. So Johnny Gargano is my pick. And then getting into the NXT Women's Championship, where we have Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler, and I don't think Shayna Baszler is gonna get it yet. Probably have Ember Moon still, be Women's Champion for just a little bit longer. But I do at some point see Shayna Baszler actually getting the Women's Championship within overtime, since she just recently debuted and everything. This is basically the rematch from the last Takeover, so we'll see what's going to be different. I'm sure that we'll see some submission moves and stuff like that, and maybe some a little bit different from the last Takeover. So yeah, I do got Ember Moon on this one. Then we get into some different here, and it's a ladder match. And what we're going to be having for the NXT North American Championship, I was able to see what the belt looks like. That's how belts should look like in main roster alone. I miss when belts actually look unique and everything and had their own look and actually look like a championship. I miss that, and that's why I like the look of this new title. So that's really cool. It's not exactly a TV title, it's something different, so I'm going to give it a chance. And what we have in this one, it's really hard to see who I want to pick. I got 2 picks in mind, where we have Velveteen Dream, where we have also Killian Dane in this one, Lars Sullivan, Ricochet of course, and EC3 in this one. So, and with Adam Cole looking to still be in it. So I'm gonna go with Adam Cole and or EC3. I guess for a third, probably maybe Ricochet. I think that would be pretty cool for a shocker too for his debut and everything to actually get the title. But yeah, overall, I think I'm gonna go with EC3 on this one since he just recently came back, and I think that would be pretty cool to actually have him, get a championship because he hasn't won a championship in WWE. So seeing that transition from Impact Wrestling and back to WWE and NXT. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy with this match, I will say that. So yeah, it's hard to pick who I want to win, but I think overall, as my main pick, there would be EC3 overall. And yeah, that leads to one thing. That's the main event, NXT Championship on the line, Andrade Cien Almas and Aleister Black. I'm going with Aleister Black for sure on this one. I think it would be really awesome to see and dope to see Aleister Black finally get the NXT Championship, and to see what more will get to be seen from him and what other challengers too will actually want to face him and everything. So I think that would be something new there. And yeah, so NXT Takeover New Orleans, that's basically it. We're looking to have Brother Chris, Mr. Brother Boston fan, come on in and watch some NXT and maybe do some live reactions like we did the last time, since I'm looking to show more of that emotion and different side of myself and everything, if you want to put it that way. So, trying to, change things up a bit on the channel and everything to get back to where I once was. And yeah, so when I say I do encourage comments and everything else like that, it really does go a long way. So definitely leave your thoughts and opinions and what you think is going to be happening for NXT. So from there, we do move into WrestleMania. Alright, so yes, we move on to WrestleMania 34, the reason for the main show and the weekend and all of that, and getting right down into it with the Cruiserweight Championship match, which I thought was going to go in a different way, but it ended up being Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali on this one. And I feel like Cedric Alexander is going to have his time and actually get the Cruiserweight Championship, and I thought it was going to be Drew Gulak and Cedric Alexander as planned, since we were supposed to see that match but didn't really come about and everything. So now it's going to be pretty interesting to see where that goes. So that's looking to be on the kickoff, and I think, yeah, Cedric Alexander, like I said, will get the Cruiserweight Championship. And then we get into the United States Championship match, where we had a fatal four-way with Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, and Jinder Mahal and Rusev. And I don't know, I kind of have a feeling Randy Orton will retain, but I think it would be pretty cool either having Bobby Roode get the championship back and having Rusev actually getting the championship title again, since it's been a while since we've seen him as US champ. So it could really go either or pretty much with this one, but I think I'm going to go with Randy Orton retaining. Like I said, I would like to see Bobby Roode or Rusev get the win, but I'll go with Randy Orton retaining, even though it'll probably be a short one. I don't think it'll end at WrestleMania. We'll see how that goes, but there you have it with that. And then we get into the Raw Tag Team Championship match, where we have The Bar going on defending the titles, and we have Braun Strowman and a mystery tag team partner. It could be anybody at this point. I'm really curious to see who it's going to be. It could be Chris Jericho, but I kind of doubt it. I think that would be pretty interesting to see if Chris Jericho come back, since I'm not really too sure what his schedule is looking like. I know he wasn't supposed to be announced, but knowing Chris Jericho, he could always be messing around and actually show up, so you never really know. I know Big Cass is looking to be returning soon, so that could be another possibility, seeing Big Cass and stuff like that. So there's that, or it could be somebody completely new and someone that we don't really expect that's going to be actually Braun Strowman's tag team partner. So I'm really going to go at it basically as being surprised in this one, and just to enjoy to see where things are gonna go. So we basically have no clue, at least I have no clue of what's gonna be happening. So I'm just gonna leave it as a surprise. If you have your own thoughts, who do you think is gonna be Braun Strowman's tag team partner? I would like to hear that in the comments. And then we get into the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, where we got the Usos taking on the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. And this is going to be pretty interesting, and it's cool to see the Bludgeon Brothers doing their thing, and I like their gimmick and everything. I think I'm going to go with them to actually get the tag team titles. I think that would be pretty cool and something different there to see where things are going to go. So I'll go at it with that. We got the Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax in this one, and I think it's time for the Raw Women's Championship that we see a new Women's Champion, and I'm going with Nia Jax definitely for sure, so can't go wrong with that. And then we get into the Intercontinental Championship and the Vintage Triple Threat match, Triple Threat, if you will, where we got The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. I think it's pretty safe to say, at least for me. I mean, it could go to Seth Rollins or Finn Balor, but I'm going with Finn Balor overall. Then we got ourselves a tag team match players, where we got Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, which is awesome to see. Daniel Bryan finally cleared to wrestle again for the first time in so long, so I'm pretty sure he'll be wrestling more often, and we'll see other matches from Daniel Bryan, not just at WrestleMania. So kind of like as a part-time thing, maybe still be as general manager and then wrestle here and there basically, so I can see that happening. But anyway, they'll be tagging with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. On this one, as much as I want to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn get the win, I think Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon will get the win. And I'm pretty sure at some point Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will find a way back on SmackDown or possibly Raw, but most likely try and find a way to get back on SmackDown. So we'll see where things go there. And then we got the SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair and Asuka. This should be interesting, definitely. As much as it would be cool to see Charlotte retain, I think it's pretty clear that Asuka would keep her streak and actually get the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then most likely stick with SmackDown the rest of the time there and everything. Now, gotta keep in mind too with Carmella, is she gonna cash in? She's been teasing it quite a bit, so that would suck if Carmella was actually the one to end the streak for Asuka and then cash in and then be SmackDown Women's Champion. Don't really want to see that. I mean, it would be better at least if she cashes in and then makes it a triple threat. I think that would be a little bit better if you ask me, and then have Asuka win and everything. So I think that would be the way to go if they did that. So Asuka overall, I do see her winning it and everything, so there you have it there. Then we have Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle and Stephanie McMahon and Triple H in the mixed tag team match, and hopefully we will get to see these a lot more. I've been checking out Mixed Match Challenge and it wasn't too bad, so even though it's really difficult, not so much, but kind of annoying just going to Facebook and actually watching it there on Facebook Watch. It was definitely a different experience, but maybe we'll get to see that. I know they show it afterwards, after a while on the network and everything, but it would have been a lot more easier just to go on the network or watch it there, but it is what it is and everything. So anyway, I do see Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle getting the win. I think it's a really cool thing to actually see them be together and everything. So also, I keep hearing rumors and stuff like that on what The Rock's going to be doing. Maybe he'll get involved in everything, and since he basically helped plant the seeds at WrestleMania before for WrestleMania 31 and everything, so maybe we'll get to see an appearance from The Rock if he really isn't too busy and everything, if he isn't really doing anything else really. So we'll see where things go with that. And what's looking to still possibly be John Cena and The Undertaker for the next match. We haven't seen The Undertaker at all, so I'm pretty sure maybe we'll get to see The Undertaker, somehow, some way, and John Cena probably had that one last chance in calling out The Undertaker, and maybe see the American Badass, which would be amazing to see. We haven't seen that in quite a bit. I think that would be pretty cool to see him as the American Badass before he officially retires. So all in all, I think it would be only right to have The Undertaker actually go out there, be the American Badass, and actually get the win over John Cena. So, I mean, if John Cena wins, I guess that's fine. It'd be in high fashion anyway for both men. So, but overall, got The Undertaker on that for sure. And getting into where we have Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, and for the Raw Universal Championship, basically. And a match I'm not really looking forward to that much. I mean, the build has been a lot more better this time around, and it wouldn't really surprise me if Roman Reigns does get the win, which is my pick anyway. So we'll see what happens with Brock Lesnar. I know he's looking to possibly go back to the UFC. I've been hearing that too, so that remains to be seen on what's going to be happening afterwards. So there's that as well. Also, we got the 2 Battle Royals for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on that one. And I'm sure we'll probably get to see some surprises like from NXT and stuff like that. Basically with those, I'm probably gonna go more at it as a surprise and everything. I'm not really looking too much forward to them. I just wish, with that, they would have more like a push and everything and have it mean more something. Actually, for the men's side of things, I know as of right now, I think it would be pretty cool to see Matt Hardy actually get the win. I think that would be pretty different, if you ask me. So there you have it with that. And the women's battle royal, don't really know who I really want to win as of right now. Between, I know Sasha and Bailey's looking to be in it and everything, which kind of sucks they didn't have their own singles match too for WrestleMania instead of being in the Battle Royal and everything. So probably one of them, if they don't eliminate each other and stuff. So there you have it with that. So basically, going in as a surprise for the Battle Royals with no really much of a pick, just besides the men's one as of right now. So yeah, so there you have it with that. And of course, the main event was looking to be the main event, at least in my opinion. AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura should be pretty damn dope, if you ask me. So I am actually looking forward to see having Shinsuke Nakamura get the win and the championship overall. So that basically does it as I put my tablet away and having the match card on there. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty something to look forward to for WrestleMania. As always, crazy it's about here, WrestleMania week/weekend. So yeah, that's my picks. What are your own thoughts and opinions and predictions and picks, if you will? So let me know your predictions, who you're going for NXT Takeover New Orleans, WrestleMania 34, and all that good stuff. So I'll be back, of course, for NXT and WrestleMania for my review. Till then, I catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your WrestleMania week and weekend. See ya.